Now let's look at NewsWhip native metrics. We've talked about how to organize your data. Let's talk about the key metrics that are important to you and the client teams. NewsWhip has three proprietary metrics: highest velocity, predicted interactions, and overperforming. Highest velocity can be understood as the speed at which a story moves through a news cycle. Stories with higher scores are capturing social interactions faster than stories with lower scores. This metric is best used in combination with the short time filter, perhaps 30 minutes or 3 hours. Setting the time frame to a shorter time period will surface the most recent stories related to your search and help you identify which stories are moving the fastest in terms of social interactions. When using highest velocity, all the stories relevant to your search are placed in a stack rank order by how quickly these stories are traveling across social. This means that brand new and breaking stories which are trending or gaining the most traction online are surfaced at the top of the feed, which can be extremely useful to keep up to date with the biggest and most important breaking news throughout the day. Now let's look at prediction. With today's 24/7 news cycle, the stakes are raised for communication professionals now more than ever. In order to address this challenge, NewsWhip has built a prediction technology that enables client teams to be data informed on every story. Our predicted interactions metric is perfect for noting stories before they reach their peak amount of interactions and anticipating the interactions that an article is projected to have. This metric is especially important for crisis and opportunity monitoring, where you can now provide guidance founded on accurate predictions on the engagement and relative importance of any story within minutes of it appearing. Predicted interactions can be applied to our web and Facebook posts. We can click on a story card to see more information about the article's engagement numbers. Now we can see the number in real time and the predicted number over here. You can also see the number of Facebook and Twitter interactions broken out by type for this web article. We can also see the timeline view if we scroll down. There's an 80% probability that the article will land within this range, so roughly 10% above or below the number that we're predicting. We predict the number of interactions an article will have when it's doubled its current age, and form a new prediction every time we collect new data for an article, predicting further into the future. This ensures that we make use of the best available information at the time, and that if an article's trajectory unexpectedly changes course, we can update our prediction score accordingly. Now let's look at overperforming. The third native metric in NewsWhip Spike is overperforming, which is best used with a longer time span, such as a week or even a month. This gives you a retrospective look at what stories around a particular topic have performed better than the 30-day average for a given publisher. Using the overperforming metric, we can see which articles are performing better than that average and by how much, giving us the article's overperformance score. So if we expand this view, we can see that score. This can be really useful when trying to get an idea what stories have generated more engagement than usual, either for a particular publisher or in relation to a certain topic. Many partners use this metric to identify stories that are particularly resonant for a publisher, which can then inform their content creation efforts.